We can get started. Hopefully it doesn't do the back thing. You want to get started?
I like this. Calvert,
We are live with
mm,
our 14th day of our 21-day challenge. I did not start this yet. Speaking our wants versus the not wants. Don't want. That
and we're doing it at totally random times throughout the days and throughout the week. So nobody really knows when when we're having these at all,
hey,
right?
it's a mystery to me too.
I like it. I mean, if we're gonna let's keep them guessing, man. Right?
Right, sure, why not? I mean, there's
Yeah,
a
I mean,
there's a
why
lot
not?
that's been going on. I'm preparing for Squat Up, and
Yeah, what do you are you doing push-ups? Are you like what
I mean, I was doing pull-ups
you were
until
doing?
like I messed up my neck, and then I didn't feel so good, so I had to slow down. So
Nice.
yeah, but not specifically for Squat Up. Are you doing push-ups?
Every day.
Yeah, I mean, I do. I usually do like what is it? Why planks? That's
Planks are good. Yeah, planks are, oh man.
like I do planks almost daily.
Yeah,
Like
planks are rough. That's rough.
so. So I guess one of my wants is I want to share this story now that you brought it up.
Hmm.
Many years ago, when my 16-year-old was younger, much
Uh,
younger, I could not do a plank for the life of me. Like it took everything I had because me and a bunch of friends did a plank challenge that was going around Facebook. And like it got up to doing like 3 minutes or something. I could barely make a minute. I was like, this is so hard. I was shaking. Now like I do planks like whatever, I'm doing a plank, it's part of yoga that I do. So, but I thought that was fun. Like I'm just doing it now, like nothing before I was really, really struggling, you know. So that's good. So what do I want? I want to go, I think I'm gonna go to maybe a meetup tonight. I said I would. I want to go. I wasn't feeling so great, but
you should go.
I
Yeah.
should.
So one of my wants is I want to be making it to more meetups this year. I know we shouldn't necessarily be stepping into each other's lanes, right? You're more of the connector, networker, that, but we should both be doing it more. At least I know I should be anyway. Um,
I haven't been as much lately.
yeah. Well, I would like to be going to more like OCJV is a perfect example. I haven't been to freaking OCJV and I don't even
Oh,
know how.
wasn't there something today with Pace? Isn't
I don't know.
I think
Do you
there
see
is.
something for OCJV for with Pace?
I think there was something going on today with Pace at
Okay.
in LA. JJ posted it
Hmm.
because I thought I sent it to you, or I was trying to send it to you.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I'll take a look. But I want to, yeah, one of my wants is to be going to more and just networking more. I'm going to the Griffith Park thing with JJ's meetup this June. I'm going to be helping out there. I want to volunteer with JJ to kind of help out with the meeting and just get out there more. Um, and start meeting more people.
Yeah, I want to be there for the picnic too. I
Hmm.
was disappointed that I didn't go last year.
Hmm.
So yeah, so I don't like telling people I'm going to do something and then not do it. So,
No, that's a big one. That's a big
but but things happen, you know, that,
Look, yes, this should happen.
that-
Yes, it happened.
well, a lot of things changed with my trip. So it wasn't necessarily one person's fault or anything, just a lot of things changed. So
Right.
it didn't happen, but I don't like to say that I'm going to do something and then not do it, you know. Um, so this year I really do want to be there. I really want to make it happen.
Right.
I think it's doable. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely doable. I would just say, doing what you say you're going to do, that is such a like, oh man, that is such a big deal. And I'm totally guilty. We're all guilty of saying we're going to do something and not freaking doing it, or something coming up. The whole point is you don't want it to become a habit, because that then you stain your reputation and your name with that. You want to stand out from the crowd, follow up with people, do what you say you're going to do, be transparent, right? All of those things make you stand out as someone that people will want to do business with. I see a lot of people, including myself, and this is something I have been working on, uh, doing one thing and saying another, right? And
So, yeah.
that's a big deal. It really is. It's a bigger deal than you think it is. People are watching you. They're watching what you do, and the people who know better, who have been through the ringer, they're just not even going to deal with you. Like, I don't have time for that shit, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what anyone, I mean,
Yeah,
everyone
but
should keep their word if they say something, you know, say
right.
what you mean and
Mean what you say.
yeah, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I know, so that's another want of mine. I want to make sure that I am the person that is saying meaning what I say, and doing what I say, and saying what I mean, whatever.
All of
Love
it,
it.
right?
Yeah.
And you do
Doing what I say, doing what I mean, and saying
it.
what
Okay.
I
I-
do.
You goofball.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, no, you're getting better. You're getting better for sure.
thanks.
That's what, so
Yeah.
I want to thank you
Mhm.
again
Mhm.
because many times already, what we've agreed partnership only what, like the last so many months or so. You
Mhm.
have taught me quite a bit of lessons.
Mhm.
So
In a good way or a bad way?
just in general, just being honest, right?
Mm.
Just
Mhm.
being honest.
That's good. Okay.
So, and I want to
I
thank
would,
you
I, I
because
would, I would say that to you as well.
yeah,
You do as well.
yeah. I mean, like I think your best tribe, right? Whatever you want to call it, family, friends, neighbors, I don't care what you name it. The people you hang out with, right? If you guys are not able to just openly talk about everything, kind of, not everything, but you know what I'm saying? Be honest if someone needs a little bit of guidance somewhere, you know, and to appreciate each other for that, right? Learn and grow. If you're not trying to make or help each other be the best version of yourself, right? So
Yeah,
I appreciate that about you and many others in the community
me too.
helping me do better.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, and when you find those people, you keep them around, right?
No,
Uh,
I'm just gonna kick it to the curb now.
well, you'd be surprised, man. People don't either, don't recognize it when they see it, or they don't value it as much as they should. But the people you surround yourself with, is, obviously we hear this all the time, but it's a big deal.
We're not supposed to be talking about that. We're talking about the wants, so positively.
It's not my fault. You brought it up.
You brought up the bad parts. I brought up the
I
good
brought up the problem.
parts.
No,
What am I gonna do with you?
I don't know. don't know.
So what wants, did you discuss any wants? Yes, you discussed wanting to get to more events, right?
Mhm. What about you?
I know you. I'm gonna make you.
Oh, okay. Uh,
You're not gonna
I
have
like that.
much choice.
I like that. What, no, but what are your wants though for today?
For just today,
Hmm.
um, like I said, I want to make it out to this event because I did sign up to get tickets, you know, and I want to keep my word because we live like if we want to help others, or I don't even like that word, guide others, right? Like if we want to show others how to do better and get more out of life, right? This is not just because, right? Um, I mean, yeah, it is, but the point is the better you're doing for yourself, taking care of yourself, the better things get, right? Like when, and I guess I'm gonna have to go to the bad stuff because when I wasn't in the right mindset and I thought very negatively, it seemed that I just attracted more negative. So I guess that's what I wanted, huh? You
I
know?
guess maybe some weird subconscious way, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but
Well, it makes sense when you're talking about those things that you start to focus on that, right?
yeah. So I
So,
attracted more of that and I didn't understand that for the longest time. But then once I understood and I started thinking differently and living differently, like the point was it's a lifestyle, right? It's not just like doing something because I'm going to get something out of it, right? It's a lifestyle. If you want people to catch on and, treat you a certain way, you have to put that out there,
mhm.
you know, and choose those people that choose to want you to be treated the way you want to be treated and whatnot, right?
Yep.
So,
Yeah, it's just like we were talking about before, what I was talking about before. Um, when you're visualizing, I mean, during your free time, you should be visualizing what you want and all that good stuff. But there's a reason behind it. It's not just so that you can have something to do with your free time, like and like visualize stuff. It's because you're literally putting that focus in your mind and you're putting that desire out into the universe. Like you're literally,
well, you have to imagine it, right? I think we've
yes.
all forgotten what a damn imagination is, you know?
Yeah, it's not easy. Like, I say visualize this or visualize your wants. It sounds like it might be easy to do, but when you actually sit there and start to try and do it, you'd be surprised at how fuzzy it really is in your brain. Like
Yeah,
it needs to become a clear vision, and it takes practice. You got to do it more than once.
I know.
You
This is
really
where
got to
you come
see
in
it.
handy. Like we were putting together something for our podcast coming up, and um, I thought about things looking different, right? And then we jump on here, and you have it very similar. I'm like, wow, holy crap. So
Yeah.
I visualized it, and you caught that.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's
Right? Or you visualized it and I caught it.
could be.
I don't know.
Could
But
be.
you're the one who put it together, so
Yeah. And it's still not perfect, but who cares?
no, it's not. But you had like the concept, something that like I
Mhm.
have not always the best ways of explaining myself.
Mhm.
How you understand me, I don't know.
Oh, you explain yourself well enough. So, yeah.
I've hung around with children most of my life. What do you expect? No, I'm just children, and I did work in bars.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's tough. And then you gotta hear people over the music and over all the other loud drunk talk going on. You gotta decipher yeah,
Yeah.
that's not an easy job. That's not an easy job.
No, that's why you get to learn to like in many situations that I've been in, you learn to read people like
Mhm.
from either sight or hearing
Yeah.
or you know what I'm saying? You pick up on a lot of things
Yeah,
and
that's a huge skill. Now, how my question is, how do you pick up on people when all you're hearing is their voice over the phone, for example?
I can usually pick up
I mean,
like
there's inflections in the voice and stuff like that that you can pick up on, right? There's tone, there's cadence, there's all, some things you can pick up on. But it's still a skill either way, and that's a valuable skill to be able to,
yeah. And that's one thing I wanted to like use my natural abilities, right? We're always talking about that, right? Like let's for entrepreneurship, let's take our natural abilities and use them to provide for ourselves and to show others how to provide for themselves, right?
yeah.
And not just grind, grind, grind. This is going to be a business that you can build and then essentially, you know, your money's going to work for you, right?
Yeah,
So,
that's the idea.
so
That's
yeah, my abilities, I have many, so I wanted to use them and provide for myself instead of working a typical regular somebody else's schedule job.
okay. It's a good one. Um, yeah, I would just say, and this is something I've been thinking about. Um, every day, what was it that Jesse said? He had said like at some point in his second year, made no money his first year, lost a bunch of money. I can relate to that because I went through the same similar, although I made a little bit more money than Jesse did, but not my first year, not by a lot, really
There's
not.
different results. Yeah. By
Yeah,
the
but
way, we are not trying
but
to
I
sell
can.
anything,
I'm not
whatever.
even trying to compare. I totally get what he went through. I relate to that a lot because
Yeah.
I learned a whole lot of ways how to not make money in real estate.
Yeah, I've
Uh,
learned a lot of ways. I mean, I've learned a lot of ways too, but I just haven't really, I guess, taken the plunge.
well, but he had mentioned something that he decided, I think it was year two, or he was like, it was the end of year one, and he said to himself, well, okay, if I want the same results, then all I've got to do is just keep doing the same shit. If I want different results, then I have got to do something different. And one of the things that he changed was he decided I am not going, well, I forget how he put it. Like, I'm not going to settle for the same amount of bullshit. I'm not going to, it was something like that. It was like, you are what you choose to settle for, right? And he's like, one of the things that was holding him back was this fear of like not being not worthy, but not being educated enough, not being experienced
Along the
enough.
route, yeah, we think that we don't have enough education,
Yeah, it's all
the
bullshit.
right mentorship, and
All
it
complete
pretty
bullshit.
much has comes down to our
Yeah,
mindset and just not putting everything into it and just going for it, right?
yeah, right.
So I
Exactly.
want people to go for it. Just go for it. I just went for it. I did. I'm like,
Right.
I mean, it took a while to find my people.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's good though. That's how you know. Yeah, sometimes you find the right people quickly, but most of the time it takes time to find the right business partners, right, all those things. It takes time to do that. You don't,
Well, to understand things too. So,
yeah.
but I've always been a very curious person about everything. So,
Yeah.
Like, oh, sure, I'll check that out. If I don't like it, I don't have to stay,
Yeah. But
right?
it's like you are what you tolerate, what you settle for. So is everybody like this year, are you settling or
No,
are you
just settling. No, I'm going big. I didn't necessarily want to, but um, I don't know. When Jesse put that speaker thing out, I'm like, And then, Amber, I'm like, why don't I want to? I don't even know why I don't want to. I mean, I could speak a lot of things, we've been getting good feedback. So I'm like, well, I could try it, right? Like,
yeah,
what's the worst that happens?
yeah.
That I get up there and totally bomb? Well, well, I'll live and I don't know if I'll stop or not, but I'm just saying, like, am I going to be embarrassed? I don't know if I'd be embarrassed, you know?
Well, who cares?
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm too old. Like, I don't know if that I cared a lot about being embarrassed growing up,
Who cares how old you are either,
but I'm just saying, like, as a child, kids tend to not,
Yeah,
we're told actually many times,
yeah.
right? We're all
No, you're
conditioned.
right. You're right.
Don't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
too loud, don't, right? That's my point. Um, so it's like I don't think that I really did care what anybody thought. And I thought, well, if I really want it fucking done, I'll make sure it gets done.
Yeah, yeah. You know, who can you trust if not yourself to get it done, right? Like
Well, it wasn't
you
even
want
that.
it done right,
I-
do it yourself.
Well,
Kind
yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I didn't take no well at all,
of.
but I didn't like throw a fit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't, well, I'm mad at you because you won't do this for me. Oh, you won't help me? All right, cool. I'm gonna go find, like, I'm gonna continue looking for what I'm looking for. And if anybody comes along the way to help, they'll
Mhm.
help, right? But either way, it's gonna get done.
Right.
That's been my attitude. And many times it was done by myself. Mm.
Yep, same here. I know. I know how you
But I
feel.
don't like doing everything by myself. I love to do things with my friends and family, and not just for me, like
Mhm.
for communities, for other people, right?
Right.
So I want my friends and family to join me
Okay.
on
That's,
my
that's
journey.
a good one. I like that. Um, yeah, so I mean, we both I think have made a few very difficult decisions, but like one is like what are we gonna tolerate this year, you know?
From ourselves and others.
Ourselves and from other people. Yeah. What are we
Yeah.
gonna tolerate? And one is, and a big one, and even today, like I wanted to have the Zoom up at a certain time, and we had it up for a little bit. I let everybody know. And so that I hit that marker. But then, there's been a lot of times during the week where I haven't been able to do what I was saying I was going to do. So how do you handle that? Like
Yeah.
stuff comes
Well,
up, and I can't always control it. And you
let's
know,
be fair here. We
mm,
might as well talk about it since we're talking about this. Because we've had comments that people really do like our honesty and like, how we talk about how we're fixing things in our partnership and our team and everything, right? Like that we just fill it out for the most part, right? We're not trying to like hide anything or steer people either way or anything, right? We're just speaking mostly our experience. So what like okay, I know you had the Zoom and okay, so I'm taking responsibility, but and I don't like using but I'm taking responsibility. I came in to essentially help you because you do have your double. right? So it was supposed to be me and Randy for the most part, and then like if anybody else, needed help and stuff like that. And for anything like big that we really needed, you were supposed to then, So we haven't been doing that, right? And that's a lot of me too, right? Mostly because I have been easily irritated. So I will take responsibility on that. I am working on that in many ways, and this.
You are for sure. But to be fair to you too, there's a lot of annoying things that happen.
Stop. I'm just saying stop. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I
You-
want to take accountability that, my actions
Mhm.
haven't been the best all the time. So
Mhm.
mm,
Okay, I appreciate that.
yeah.
And look, it's just it's
And
one
then
of those
I've got
things.
a busy schedule right now,
Well, it's one of those things, man. We all got shit we got to work on, and there are
Oh yeah, my point was my health comes first.
yeah, your health comes
So
first.
that
Okay.
is why it's been very difficult to be regular on the Zooms. Like
Oh, well,
more than anything this week for the most
that's
part.
never been like, as far as I'm concerned, that's not like when you're dealing with health stuff, whatever. You
No,
gotta
I know that. I'm just saying, like, this is not just for you. This is also for any teammates, right?
sure, sure.
You know,
But as far as like, temper and, as far as um, working as a team and all of that, there are many things like as far as, a big one is people listening. And that's what I would put out there too, is like, it's really easy to wait for your turn to talk and not listen to anything that anybody's saying. And you brought up a good point earlier. If that's what's happening when we're discussing something, or when we're doing a training on something, if people are not able to listen, then they're for sure not listening when a seller or an agent's talking to them, right?
or anybody else.
Or anybody else. So
Right.
that's a big one, and I get it. I look, I understand you're it's not easy, right? But it's easy to just be in the moment. It gets easier with practice. Be in the moment. Don't be thinking about tomorrow, about yesterday, or about what you're going to do in the next 20 minutes, or about exactly how you're going to respond to what they're saying, and or whatever. Just be in the present moment and listening. You'd be surprised how much you get out of like a conversation if you're
Yeah,
actually
slowing down for sure.
slowing down.
And I mean, I'm guilty too sometimes. Like,
Me
so,
too.
and I'm working on that.
Mhm.
You're helping me work on that.
Yeah.
You know, so people think that entrepreneurship is just building a business, but when you're also wanting to like, um, I mean, like, okay, so we put a lot of hours in, right? We do. I mean, we're not even gonna lie. We put in a lot of hours. The point behind a lot of it is, as entrepreneurs, you put in a lot of hours with people you want to put hours in, doing the things you enjoy
Mhm.
and providing for yourself, right?
Mhm.
So, yeah, I used to put all my hours into other things and people, and I wasn't providing for, well, when I worked at the bars, actually, I was fun and I did provide for myself, but I don't drink anymore and I don't, and it, I was really young. I was in my 20s, so but I don't, yeah. So eventually I did not want to work in the bar anymore because I did not agree with drinking any longer, and I did not want to serve people um alcohol.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, cool. I think you've definitely come a long way, and you've had to deal with a lot of difficult situations, and you haven't given up, and
No, I'm not giving up.
there's things
It's right
are
there. It's
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, things are coming together, and you just got to, and this is what I'd say to anybody is just stick it out.
it takes
Don't give
time.
up. It takes time. Real estate is a long game if that's what you're
Not
doing.
just real estate.
Entrepreneurship is a long game.
It's a
Uh,
lifestyle. You're
it's a
not just gonna walk in. Like if you really want to be like again, if you really want to enjoy what you do, with people that are awesome and amazing, then become an entrepreneur. It doesn't mean you're not gonna work, right?
yeah,
It doesn't mean not long hours.
yeah.
It doesn't mean shit's not gonna fucking explode, you
Mhm,
know?
mhm.
Figuratively, right?
Yep.
But oh well, I mean, don't get me wrong. We're in real estate, so and lately there has been explosions. So could be literally too. I hope not, but uh, things like that happen. Um, so we're not gonna lie to you.
Right. Right. You don't get very far doing that. So,
We want to be truthful and honest and our authentic selves, and yeah, we got more for you, right, Justin?
yes.
When's that coming along?
What
Um,
the podcast or what?
yeah, when are we launching that?
Oh gosh. Well, the channel's already there, but we got a bunch of content that's got to be just finished up editing and put up. So I would say in the next week.
A reveal,
Yeah.
the name.
Oh yeah. What, do you want to tell people or what? Or what? I don't know. You can tell them.
No, not until it's ready to go.
Okay. Now
I mean,
the name
yeah.
will thing will be ready sooner than that. We got to look at it together.
Oh yeah, we could do that. But okay, so yeah, no, you have to be ready to go because I'm gonna hold you to your word. If you tell me you're going to be ready this day,
Mhm.
then I'm gonna expect it to be done that day.
Right.
I mean, it would have to be pretty much a catastrophe for you to get out of this. And I don't want that to happen. Okay.
No, I'm not trying to get out of it. Um,
I'm just saying, if you haven't figured it out by now, I do as much as possible keep my word. It has to be pretty bad when I don't. And I feel bad I have not kept my word with a few people because I haven't been feeling well. So,
yeah,
but I'm working on it.
doing good. You're doing good. Yeah, it won't be much longer from now. I'd say the videos and everything, the channel will be ready to go in probably about a week. I'll give myself until the end of next week for that.
And then next week.
Mhm.
So then we just need to make sure we're ready to, or do we would just want to reveal? Do we
No,
want
wait until
to
it's
vote?
ready. Wait
Is
until it's
it ready
ready.
yet? Like the
No,
banner?
no. What do
No.
you just looked at it with me and we weren't sure yet, so
Are we putting too much thought into this?
probably.
Should we have people vote?
We could do that. Let me get the two samples up. We can have people vote on it. Yeah.
Like now? Like, can we share it?
Oh gosh. I want to share it right now.
We don't have any, we don't have any buddy watching.
Mhm.
Oh, wait, my girlfriend Janine is watching. She's good with all that stuff. She can tell me.
Okay, so this was the original one. And actually I think I need to make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's the original one that we talked about.
Yeah. Do we have our
Yeah.
channel already?
Well, the channel's there. There's no content uploaded to it. So
Oh, but the channel's already made, right?
yeah. Hmm.
When did you do that?
Oh God, that was like the first week.
But you already named it?
No, 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 but you can go back and rename it. That doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can go back and rename it. Um, so that's that. And then this was the other one. And
I can't decide really. I do kind of like both of them.
yeah, it's not late.
I think you got to move it over though. I think it's off center,
It is off center because
but that's okay. Like we'll fix it, but they get the gist of it. And maybe people have suggestions, but we need to go name our channel. What is our channel currently?
oh,
What,
I'll have to go
what
look at
name
it.
did we pick? Did we pick or did you pick?
No, I named it this, but it's not going to be live yet until we get content.
No, I know that, but you just said we could change the name.
No, you were saying like what, if you named it something else, like, and I said, well, that wouldn't matter anyways because we could always rename
Oh,
it.
that wasn't a question. I was
Oh,
like
no,
a question that
no, I hadn't
like
done
I
it.
knew you can rename it. I thought you had already like made one like with a different name. And
No.
then you're like, oh, so now we pick this name
Mhm.
and we can rename it. But no,
Yeah,
it's
no,
already
it's I didn't bother doing any of that until we had decided what we wanted to name it. So I am getting starting to get paged here.
okay.
So
Yeah, I know you gotta go. Okay, but they got the gist of it. Show the other one
um,
real quick,
want to
and they can always go back and watch
I
it.
gotta I gotta fix this up a little bit more, but
Dude, you just said,
that's that's the gist of it right there, and then right there.
well, let's wrap it up. We
Yeah.
went out really long this time because I was actually feeling well and we have
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
so hope you guys watch the whole thing. Let us know what you
That this again, this is the original one, and then this was the second one that we were toying around with.
yeah, let us know what you think. You
Yeah,
guys know how to get a hold of us, obviously. So most of you know us.
yeah.
You're probably the only watchers, the ones that actually know us.
And that's okay. That is
We have
okay.
to get the word out anyways. All right, love y'all. Oh shit, what happened? Dang it.
Mhm.
I hit the wrong button.
Still alive.
I know. I know that. That's